I found it in the one place she thought I'd never look, the hidden folder of her synced cloud account. My wife Maya was laughing just 10 feet away, flipping burgers at our family BBQ and acting like the MVP of Suburban wives. No, the screen in my hand told a story that made my blood turn to ice. We were in our backyard in Charlotte, surrounded by her parents and my brothers, under the fake glow of expensive patio lights. Maya is a masterpiece. 5'6", with an athletic build she keeps tight at the gym, and deep mocha skin that glows under the North Carolina sun. Her hair was pulled back in a sleek, perfect bun, highlighting that sharp Ivy League jawline I'd fallen for a decade ago. She looked like an angel in her white sundress, but the messages I was scrolling through were a total nightmare. This wasn't just a one-time mistake. It was a year-long digital life I was never invited to. If you've ever felt the air vanish from your lungs while your family laughs right next to you, you know exactly where I am. I looked at her father, who always praised our solid marriage, and I felt like the world's biggest fraud. The American dream we were selling to everyone was nothing but a high-definition lie. She didn't know I had her phone, and for a second, I thought about staying silent just to survive the night without a scene. But then I saw the latest photo she sent, the one taken in our bedroom while I was pulling a double shift at the office. Pay close attention, because most men miss these subtle signs until they're already standing in a courtroom. Here is the exact moment I realized my marriage was a war zone, and I was the only one without a weapon. The messages weren't even with an ex. They were with a fitness coach she met on Instagram. It started with advice and ended with her sharing parts of her soul and her body that belonged only to me. She was seeking validation from a stranger while I was breaking my back to pay for the very house she was standing in. I walked over to her, the phone hidden in my palm, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. The smell of charcoal and expensive steak felt sickening. "Maya, can we talk inside?" I whispered, my voice cracking just enough for her to notice. She looked at me, her piercing dark eyes searching mine, and for a split second, the perfect wife mask flickered. She knew. She didn't make a scene. She just handed the spatula to her brother and followed me into the kitchen, her silk dress rustling against the floor. Inside, the silence was deafening. I laid the phone on the granite counter. The screen was still glowing with the last message she sent him. "He'll never find out. He's too busy working." She didn't cry. She didn't apologize. She leaned against the fridge, crossed her toned arms, and said, "You stopped looking at me that way years ago, Mark." He actually sees me. The